Hello everyone. Today let's see at a very common problem, which is overfitting, which we can face while working with the large data sets. So how to check whether our model is overfitted or not? One of the ways is we can evaluate our model for train and test data. We can calculate the mean square error for both kinds of data, which is train and test data, and see the difference between them. If it is very large, then we can see, or we can say that yes, our model is overfitted. So here I have one data frame here which has 150 features, and last one is the target one. So let's split this data into x and y's. X is for independent features. So from this data frame, let me drop the last one, which is target. Axis, I also have to give axis here. Axis is 1 is for column, fine, and then the y will be target, fine. Let's split this data into train and test. So for that we'll need train test split from model selection, which will take the independent variable, dependent one. We'll also need test size. Let's say 20% is for testing, and we'll also need a random state is equal to 40, or it can be any value, and in return it will give us xtrain, xtest, ytrain, and then ytest. Fine, no error, it's fine. Now let's train our model, which is nothing but the linear regression, that we can import from linear model, linear regression, model, then model.fit for training the model, and here we'll pass xtrain and ytrain. That is fine, our model is trained. Now we have to calculate the mean square error for the trained data and test data. For that we'll have to import the metric sklearn dot metrics import mean squared error. Fine, mean square error, it will take two parameters. First one is the known value and second one is the predicted one. So first known values are, let's say, train, and then the predicted values, model dot predict, and here we can pass xtrain like this. Okay, so here we got the mean square error, which is 5.74 for the trained data. Similarly, calculate for test data and print both the values eventually. Print both the values simultaneously here, test and okay. Here if you can see, for trained data the mean square error is 5.74, which is relatively very low compared to the mean square error for test data. So here we can say that our model is overfitted. But how to mitigate this overfitted condition, this problem? There are various techniques, regularization techniques, which is L1 regularization, L2, or lasso regression or ridge regression. by using which we can mitigate this overfitting problem that we can see in the later videos.